I've known this being interesting video. I saw 2 movies a day. They're both horror movies. So the first movie I saw was Fear. It's about a group of friends who get trapped in a lodge and spooky things happen. I was pumped for this movie as I saw the average user rating kept going down. When I first saw what the rating was for this movie, it was like a 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and currently it's at 1.5 out of 5. I thought, oh boy, this is gonna be a blast. Actually, it'd be like a so bad it's good movie. It was bad, but it wasn't entertaining at all. It just felt like any other horror movie, really. Let's discuss problems. This movie's big problem is it's really predictable. Like, all the setups are really obvious. Like, they set up this one painting, and they put way too much focus on the painting. It's like a character takes a picture, and then, like, it takes a while to take that picture of the painting. It's so weird if they don't think of it. Like, why did you just randomly take a picture of a painting? Other than it's be important to the plot later. And then the camera just homes in on a picture for like, I don't know, a second or two after the character leaves. Like, no duh, that painting's important. Also, the part we talk about how they introduce their fears is so lazy. They just get by the campfire and they all explain their fears. Wow. Such a creative, clever way to give that exposition. You couldn't have just given my subtle messaging or them showing their fears. No, they just got an exposition to dump on them at once. It was dumb. Also, the part about becoming fears just comes so late into the movie. Like, this movie was so slowly paced, even though it was like barely over an hour and a half without credits. Like, I started like the last 30 minutes is when they actually try to start dealing with the actual fear aspect. Like, like when they start getting hunted, it's just general spooky stuff happening. It has like nothing to do with their fears. Also, they really kind of missed an opportunity at this movie to have like to deal with characters coming over their fears. Because a lot of them do die. I mean, kind of figures, but like. It's just, oh, it's not, the horror thing's not real. Like, it's like such a lame use of a character arc. There's no really overcoming anything. It's just, oh, it's not real. When the fear is still there after the movie ends. I read one Letterboxd saying it's trying to apply it. We shouldn't take COVID seriously because, like, they stay in the lodge because, okay, this is another dumb thing about this movie. They play a news station thing that's supposed to say that there's a new contagious thing that's airborne. But it's so clearly haunted because it's so distorted, both in like the way it looks and even the sound. I was like, oh yeah, this is haunted. It's not real. It's so painfully obvious. Like, they could have been more subtle about it and like actually deceive the audience. But no, it was painfully obvious. What a lame movie. It wasn't entertaining at all. I would not recommend watching it. I'm giving this one a 3 out of 10. The next movie I saw was Infinity Pool, directed by Brandon Cronenberg. I'm not sure to describe this movie really. This was a big what the fuck. It was definitely more entertaining than the previous movie. I'm not sure. Like, there's some really confusing parts about this movie that I do not understand. Okay, I'm gonna do the spoilers now. So, I'll wave my arm when I'm done. Okay. So, partway through the movie, like, all the characters get their throats slit, but it turns out that they were clones. And for most of the movie, the whole clone thing was never mentioned ever again. And then we follow the rest of the movie with, like, the actual characters. Some of the character interactions, just behavioral changes are so weird and sporadic. Like, so Mia Goth's character just one point, like, against the book author. I don't remember their names. They first a point in the movie they're like attacking and berating him, but like after like the author guy gets attacked by the dog, quote unquote, which is another clone of him. She's like starts supporting him, pressing him. I was like, what the fuck is going on? They should have talked more of the clone thing, because it's like they just introduce clones and they don't talk about it. or act like anything's normal. Is that really symbolism or something? This movie's really confusing. It was definitely I'm so it's over. This movie was really confusing. It was definitely entertaining. I kind of want to read stuff about it. There's probably some good explanations. I don't even want to watch again and try to figure out what the hell I just watched. I was really thinking of 5 out of 10, but I don't know, that sounds wrong. It was definitely it was an enjoyable experience. I would recommend checking it out, but don't expect a straightforward movie, because it is not a straightforward movie at all. Now I'm giving this one a 6 out of 10. Wow, this is the longest video I've done for this series, I think. Anyway, so next week we got 3 movies coming out. We got Knock at the Cabin from M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night's a very interesting director, because he can range from a god tier movie to some Unbreakable, which is like one of the best movies I've ever seen, to The Last Airbender, which is a terrible movie that I love making fun of. And they also do mediocre, a lot of movies in between, from all ranges. So I have no idea what to expect from Knock at the Cabin. I actually have faith it's going to be a really good movie. There's 80 for Brady. It looks... I have a feeling it's going to get some money, because they're going to probably promote the fact that Tom Brady's retiring, like right, which just happened, right before this movie comes out. That'd be funny. It looks really, really dumb. I think the trailer spoiled the best parts, really. That's what they do with comedy movies, really. But I think it might still be stupid fun. Then there's The Amazing Maurice. It looks like a dumb, generic kids movie from the poster, but it played at Sundance? What? That's one of the most prestigious film festivals out there. How did it get in? Like, I know Sundance doesn't always play good movies, but what the hell? It looks so out of place. And it's got, like, mixed reviews. I saw it's like a 2.8 on Letterboxd. Like, what? Yeah. Honestly, I probably should finally see the new Avatar Way of Water movie, because that movie's been out for almost 2 months. It's probably going away soon. If it doesn't go away this Friday, I'll go check it out. Also, it's nominated for some Oscars, and I want to watch all the Oscar nominees, so I gotta see it. So, okay, Sunday I'll see Knock at the Cabin. It's not a good showtime. Then we'll see. We'll go from there. See ya.